Welcome back on Happy Chappa. This is following God's way, is what I like to think that I do. Now, sometimes I can stray off the path, which is part of being the body. So, I like to be nice to people. I like to see people happy. My aim is always to do something good for me to leave a mark, seen or unseen. It doesn't matter to me. What matters is doing it, making that difference in some form or another. To anyone, for anyone. If I could help anyone in what I know or what I can do, then I would. And at no cost. Money wouldn't be an issue. It's the love that I'd have for doing it. To see the difference that I could make in that person would be the value to me. So much. It's just everything. But saying all that, in a godly way, that means then you stand for who you are, and they who cross your path, well, doesn't it say it all? If they cross your path, then they're not on your path. They're crossing over because they're not on God's path. They want to be the one and all of the ego of the body, forgetting the substance that's creating that body, forgetting where that body goes to when it dies. So, for me, I leave the likes of that at the crossover in me past as I walk on by. Moving forward with God. Be in consciousness. So look up into the sky as that fire rises within me. I rise in body with it, looking for something more. Something more to help the way things are today for anyone, for any situation. If it has to be me even, then it'll be me that will do that learning so I can carry it on and share with another for another day, if God sees it that way. But till that day, I'll enjoy walking my path, not bothered by they who cross it, as I see their journey. I see where it goes, and that's not for me. Not for me to invite into my path, but to see it as an obstruction of God. that will be taken care of by God. And how I know is because in all my time in my life, I've seen it, I've observed it, and I've followed it. I've brought myself to some dark places, yet I always stood by God as it was all that I had. From what I seen of all the egos and the lies, the deceit, the wrongness of them. And for what? To live in hell? I remember someone telling me to need to start reading the Bible, and funny enough, someone bought me a Bible, and they opened up the first page and read, I think it was the first paragraph only. I do believe I read the whole page. And I understood what God was saying. Heaven on earth. And it made me think, you have these beings of darkness preaching and reading the Bible all the time. And I do think, did you read the first page of Heaven on Earth? And consciousness, that godly consciousness that's within us all, how can one not see and understand what heaven and earth is? Yet, with their ego, they cross that path and run from God and live hell on earth. When all you had to do was take the other path. It's a mystery, yet it's clear to be seen. You have a choice in doing what's wrong and what's right. And that's everything in life. And wherever you are in your life and how you feel and how you're being will come down to your choices. Whether you're living in hell on earth or heaven on earth. And how you'll know you're living in heaven on earth is no matter what's happening around you, heaven's within here. You're the heaven on earth. In how you feel, how you create that feeling within yourself and see all that's crossing your path, yet not being affected by it. Living in godly consciousness. And you bring heaven to earth. Now, on the other hand, you cross that path, then you're not in that godly consciousness. You're in the ego, grasping, wanting for this, wanting for that, wanting to control, wanting to manipulate, wanting to have, missing the fact that you already have it all. Delusion, misperception. If you feel that you're dark in your life, or life is just dark and dull and gloomy, then reevaluate it. It is that simple. I'm not saying it's easy. It's hard. Yes, it is hard. So don't think I'm taking the piss or anything. It is fucking hard. I understand that. I've went through it to understand it. But I also understand heaven on earth. And I understand that no matter who you are, you could have that if you choose wisely. And I can promise you, it is the most beautifulest thing you could do for yourself. That you could never truly express how beautiful it is. That godly power. Yet you can feel it, you can see it, you can be it, and you can achieve it if you choose to. And that comes down to your godly choice. This Habib Chappy, love and peace.